curious though. Are you all three of you like
Four.
in belief that Jordan is the GOAT?
What?
Are all three of you in belief that Jordan is the GOAT? Does
Oh,
anyone here think
we're gonna
LeBron?
have this conversation, are we?
I'm just wondering though, because like coming out of it, okay,
Yeah.
obviously like Ellie's probably gonna say like Larry Bird.
Ellie, who's the GOAT for you? I have no
Yeah.
opinion because I'm not knowledgeable enough. So you guys.
I think
Ellie.
I'm dodging the question, but Magic Johnson would have been the greatest of all time. If
Probably.
you look at his career trajectory. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm naturally inclined in saying LeBron because that's the era I grew up with, and that's the player I feel connected with, and it's hard to go back in time and analyze footage. That's for me personally. I would say LeBron.
Yeah, no, I totally agree that it's all based on who you grew up around. Like the sheer obvious test to do that, to like see how impactful that is you go back and you ask 1,000 people who grew up watching Jordan who the GOAT is. You ask 1,000 people who watch LeBron, and it's in the high 90s for each of those percent wise on who thinks who's the GOAT. So by default, I think Michael Jordan had the better career than LeBron so far, but LeBron is the better player. Because
Is it 6 titles or what? Is it a title thing?
it's a title thing, and it's he played fewer seasons than LeBron has already. He retired in the middle of it and was still able to come back and win 3 before and 3 after. And then his 2 additional seasons were on a team that were booty. He played at age 40, and he also went to college, so that took 3 years off on the front end.
Yeah.
That was cool to watch, by the way.
UNC.
Very inspiring when he's like go to school and like he stuck to his routine, stayed at a nice house. He was focused on doing his thing. Like, I like that.
But yeah, so I think when it's all said and done, LeBron will be widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time, whereas Michael had a better career. But a lot of guys had a better career. Not to diminish Michael Jordan, but
in all sports,
depends on what era you're up in.
It depends on the generation, like you said, because right now you can argue that it's much harder to make it pro than it was 30 years ago. And it's much harder to be the physical strength of human beings compared to 30 years ago is LeBron is one of the most, I think he's one of the greatest athletes of all time. And in those greatest athletes, so I compared to soccer, this is what I know more of. Like, because I'll compare it to soccer, because like you could say Pelé, Brazilian legend, is one of the greatest players of all time. People say that. Some people say Maradona compared to Jordan type of generation. But today you say Messi
or Ronaldo
or Ronaldo. Some people argue so it's this generation versus people will say now Jordan, Kobe, Messi, Ronaldo, and then versus Maradona. Like it's just I think it's a generation thing because Pelé used to score all these 10 goals per game, but it wasn't that hard to like where he was playing compared to like. But still, he's one of the greatest because he innovated the game. He reinvented it. It's different. He reinvented the way it was played.
Yeah, there's only very few sports where I feel like generation doesn't matter. Like Gretzky for hockey, like he was on another level. Like I just don't understand he was a hack.
Yeah.
Roger Federer for tennis, like I think is undisputed. Like, wait, Elliot, do you disagree with that?
It's just a funny. I just love the wording of it. It's great. I love it. Good.
I mean, our tennis has a lot of competition in history. Tennis is
Lewis Hamilton for F1 racing, like I don't know.
He's definitely he's reached GOAT status.